The demonic Elimination Chamber is monstrous. It is a medieval structure. Look at the size of this chamber, 36 feet in diameter. It's 16 feet with a roof to the floor. 2 miles of chain were used to construct this thing. And that barbaric Elimination Chamber weighs 32,000 pounds, 16 tons, and it will imprison the ring and 6 superstars. Most pods have a half-inch of Lexon glass, and you're chained inside. The only way out is for the referee to open that door. The steel floor is exactly level with the ring floor. The chamber is designed to careers and create legends.
What is up? We are wrestling maniacs out there worldwide. It's the best one, Donnie here, back with my 2022 Elimination Chamber prediction video. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet and you love professional wrestling like I do, help support this channel by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO, and of course you already know, the grind is real. And a couple things I want to mention before we get into this prediction video. The first thing I just want to say, for now on, moving forward with our pay-per-view videos here on the We Are Wrestling channel, we are going to be doing predictions for every single pay-per-view with WWE and AEW, and maybe Impact if they actually get a TV deal anytime soon. But for now, it will be WWE and AEW pay-per-views. We will be doing predictions here. I want to actually expand the content more on here. We used to do only the big pay-per-views and all the AEW ones. But now, I want to give my predictions to every single pay-per-view that WWE or AEW produces. And the second thing I just want to say, one more week until we announce the winner for our 100 subscriber giveaway. We are giving away a $100 gift card to one lucky subscriber, one lucky We Are Wrestling Maniac. If you want to find out how to enter that giveaway, you can check out the video. The card is right up there if you want to check it out. It is pretty easy. So, in 1 week we'll be announcing the winner. So if you haven't entered that giveaway, I definitely recommend you to enter. It's free! So now, let's get into this Elimination Chamber prediction. So, we start off the Elimination Chamber 2022 with the Women's Elimination Chamber match, where the winner will be going for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So, we have Rhea Ripley versus Nikki A.S.H. versus Bianca Belair versus Doudrop versus Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss. I think that this Elimination Chamber, they picked some really good women in this chamber match. Nikki, I'm still not getting over this whole stupid superhero gimmick that she's doing. I really don't understand it, but besides that, the 5 other women that are in this match, I think, are really good, and I think overall this is actually going to be a really good chamber match. It's really cool that these women wrestlers can showcase their talent in Saudi Arabia, because, of course, they have their own laws, and they're very strict when it comes to women, so it's really cool to see these women get to perform in Saudi Arabia, and let alone a Elimination Chamber match, which I think is going to be absolutely sick. In this match, I am going to have to give the win. I wish Liv Morgan could get the win and we can finally get her moment to win the championship for Mania, but in this case, I think they are definitely going to go with Bianca Belair, and that is where I'm going to make my prediction. I think Belair wins the chamber match. We get the rematch, Belair versus Lynch, and this time around, it will not be a 20-second squash match like it was at SummerSlam, which I still think to this day is one of the worst booking decisions that they have made. But I do think that Bianca Belair, she will win the Women's Championship at WrestleMania, and I think that she's the clear favorite to win this match. I wish that Liv Morgan would win this match. I really enjoy her work, but after day one, I feel like a lot of that momentum has kind of gone away. She still is very talented, she's very good, but after day one, because I think all of us wanted to see her win that match, some of that momentum just kind of went away a little bit. So I do think that Belair will be the one to win this Chamber match. So the next match for the Elimination Chamber, we have The Miz versus Rey Mysterio. And I actually think that this is going to be one of the most underrated matches on the card. These two are very talented. Storyline-wise, I have not really been a fan of this. I feel like this is just a filler to a long-term storyline with Rey Mysterio and Dominic. They've been showing lots of tension with the two for the past couple months, and especially having Miz, get disqualified, getting Dominic disqualified, and him winning the match. And they've just been doing little things for the storyline to lead to this match. And I think that this match is going to definitely be a lot better than a lot of us are expecting. In this match, I have the Miz winning this match. I think that it's time that Dominic turns on his father, and we get the Dominic versus Rey Mysterio match for Mania. It's time for Dominic to become his own man. It's time to become his own wrestler and not be under his dad's shadow. I really want to see a Dominic heel turn, and I would just love to see a match between the father and the son. And I think that would be a really cool way also, too, for if Rey is deciding not to wrestle anymore. I think that would be the best way for him to retire, is by putting his son over. And Dominic could become a top heel in WWE. So in order to do that, I think the best time, because it's Mania season, why not throw a curveball, have Dominic turn on Rey, and The Miz wins the match. Or you could just have The Miz cheat, he wins, then Dominic turns on Rey afterwards. Kind of similar to how Owen Hart turned on Brett in 1994. So this match, I got The Miz winning. And The Miz definitely needs a win after the last two pay-per-view losses as well. I want to keep that momentum with him. Next match we have is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. And let me just tell you, I'm not going to lie, I did not know that this match was going to happen until I did the research for this. Because in case you guys don't know, I do watch SmackDown highlights, but I just don't watch wrestling at all on Friday nights. I just don't really have the time. I'm really out of it after I get out of work during the weekday, so I don't really watch Friday Night SmackDown. I know it's a lot better than Raw, probably, but I just don't have it in me to watch it on Fridays. So I guess there's been this feud going on with McIntyre and Corbin and Moss, and this match is obviously going to be Drew McIntyre. He is going to kick Madcap Moss's ass. I don't even know why he wears the stupid shorts and the stupid suspenders, because Riddick Moss has lots of potential. I think that he could be a pretty good mid-card wrestler for them. But instead, they're giving him this crappy, stupid gimmick. They need to drop this shit and, bring him back to being Riddick Moss. In this match, I definitely see McIntyre kicking his ass all over that arena. The next match we have is a tag team match. Naomi and Ronda Rousey versus Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair. I think that this match is actually very interesting. I think the booking for this is pretty good. I think having two different rivalries together in one match is always a cool way of booking, because there's different scenarios and different ways that you can book it. I think having Naomi and Sonya Deville's rivalry, it's been pretty, not really that good, but they've been feuding for a while. And Ronda and Charlotte, I did not want that. I really wanted it to be Ronda versus Becky for Mania. But we have to deal with Rousey versus Charlotte and all their botches that they've been doing on SmackDown. But I think this is a really cool way of booking it. You have two different rivalries going on, and I think in this case, the winners of this match will probably be Naomi and Ronda Rousey, and I think that Naomi will get the victory on Sonya Deville. But this match won't really be that interesting. So, the next match we have is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos defend their championships against the Viking Raiders. Another match I really had no idea was happening. And I'm surprised that we're actually getting a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match at a pay-per-view. This is the first time, I feel like, in such a long time, that we're actually getting SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. Because I feel like the Raw Tag Team Champions have been a little bit more prestigious than the SmackDown ones, only because of what Alpha Academy has actually been doing. I feel like the way that Chad Gable and Otis have been booked the last, month has been really freaking good. And just they have more momentum on that tag team belt than the SmackDown. And we all know WWE's tag team division absolutely sucks for the most part. And we really need to unify those tag belts and only have one. Just like we need no more brand splits either. We need to just have it, just the rosters all together. So in this match, I am going to have to give this match to the Usos, because they're a part of the bloodlines with Roman. I feel like if they're going to lose the championships, it's got to be Mania. Mania is probably the best time to have them lose the championships to a top babyface tag team, which I don't even know. I can't even name you a freaking top babyface tag team on SmackDown right now, if I'm being honest. But I don't know. The Viking Raiders, I would love to see them win the tag team championships. I feel like they've been very underbooked in WWE. And it would be cool to see a legitimate tag team win the titles. The Usos are legitimate, but the Viking Raiders, I just really want to see them have an opportunity. I feel like they're the only time they've had a good run was in NXT. And it's just, I don't know. I would love to see that happen, but with long-term booking, the Usos are probably going to retain their championships, because the Tribal Chief will not like that if he loses. The next match we have is for the Universal Championship. The match that I'm not looking forward to the most for this event. Roman Reigns, the head of the table, defends his Universal Championship against Goldberg. And I've already ranted about Goldberg on We Are Wrestling Talk Show, and what I think about this match. I'm not the biggest fan of Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. I don't really understand why Goldberg keeps getting title matches after losing all his title matches. We've seen Bobby Lashley beat him, where Lashley retained the championship. Braun Strowman beat Goldberg as well at WrestleMania for the championship. And Drew McIntyre also beat Goldberg for the championship as well. So I really don't understand how Goldberg got this title shot to begin with. He hasn't really done anything. The last matches he's had was always for the championships that he ends up losing. I feel like this is very poor booking, and it's just ruining and tarnishing Goldberg's legacy. Because in WCW, Goldberg was really special. And when he came back to WWE as well, he had a very solid run as well. And even the return when he beat Brock was really good as well. And what he did with Dolph Ziggler was good. Undertaker, no, that was really bad. But Goldberg just needs to just have his nice little squash matches, have the crowd get over, let him get over, and maybe even put some talent over as well. He doesn't need to be going for championships. He is a special attraction, and I think a lot of us would be more happier if he wasn't going against Roman, because we all know who's winning this match. It's going to be Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns will beat Goldberg and retain his Universal Championship and go into WrestleMania with that title. Our main event for the Elimination Chamber 2022 is for the WWE Championship. The almighty Bobby Lashley defends his WWE Championship against Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Riddle, and Austin Theory. I think that this is going to be a really, really good, but also really intense Elimination Chamber match. I think that all 6 guys are very talented, and they all have different reasons why they should be WWE Champion. The first person I will say will not win this match is Austin Theory. He's still very young. I think that he still has more to prove. I think just him being in this match is showing how much WWE believes in him, and they see him being a very huge future asset. Which I really been liking the way that they've been booking Austin Theory since his Raw recall-up. Then we got Riddle, who I think is a underdog, a wild card in this match. I think Riddle definitely has a big chance of winning this match, and maybe Randy hits him with an RKO out of nowhere, and we get the Riddle versus Orton match for the championship at Mania, which would be really cool to see with long-term booking. Then we have AJ Styles, who has not won the WWE Championship in, I believe, over 3 years. So AJ Styles being the champion for Mania, I think would be really interesting as well. Then we have Seth Rollins, who we all can say has been one of the hottest wrestlers right now on Monday Night Raw, and he's been very over with the crowd. And I definitely think that he could be a favorite to win this match as well. And then we have Brock Lesnar, who is definitely has very high potential of winning this match, unless, Roman and the Bloodline come out and try to screw him over, which I really hope happens at the Elimination Chamber. But we can definitely get Brock winning this championship so that Roman versus Brock is a champion versus champion match, which could be very interesting, and maybe it ends the brand split. We never know. And then, of course, Bobby Lashley, who just won the championship at the Royal Rumble. Loved it. And I really hope that Bobby Lashley is the one that wins this match, because they can't end his title reign this short. Because if they just give the title back to Brock, there's literally no point in Lashley beating Brock at the Royal Rumble. And I don't know, I feel like Lashley should definitely be going into Mania as WWE Champion. But with the way that booking is right now in WWE, I feel like they really just don't have much for Lashley, and I don't think they have the right opponent for him going into this Mania. So for me, I am going to make this prediction here, and I'm going to throw a wild card at this, even though Brock Lesnar's probably going to win this match. Let's all be honest here, because they care more about the Reigns versus Lesnar main event for WrestleMania, and what better way than having the stipulation be the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship on the line in the main event of their biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. That is a iconic moment, which I feel like WWE is not going to miss out on, because they know that Roman Reigns is the biggest superstar that they have, and Brock Lesnar is just a box friggin' office attraction. But in this case, I am going to go with a Hail Mary here, and I am going to say that Riddle is going to win this Elimination Chamber match, and I think that Randy Orton is going to make a special appearance either after the Elimination Chamber match or on Monday Night Raw, and he is going to hit Riddle with an RKO and want a match with him at WrestleMania for his title. Because we all know Randy, when it comes to a singles championship or for him to get pushed closer to the main event, Randy Orton will do whatever Randy Orton's got to do to get there. And I think that he won't hesitate to turn his back on Riddle. And it'll just make really good long-term booking, because Riddle believed in Randy Orton when other wrestlers were telling him, watch your back, like he's gonna turn on you eventually, this and that. But Riddle and Orton, they won tag team titles with RK Bro, and I feel like they've already done everything they could with RK Bro, and I feel like now is the time for Riddle to win the WWE Championship. Randy hits him with the RKO. We get a great WWE Championship match at Mania, and hopefully Riddle can put Randy Orton can put Riddle over, and that can take Riddle to the next level. As much as I want Lashley to win this match, it's probably going to be Brock. But I think Riddle is probably the best solution for them in this case. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this prediction video with just me. If you guys enjoyed, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think is going to happen at the Chamber. I feel like a lot of things are going to happen. This is going to be a really good pay-per-view. It's just unfortunate that it's at 11:30 in the morning. But, if you guys enjoyed this prediction video, smash that like button now. If you're not We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you love professional wrestling like I do, help support the We Are Wrestling channel by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications. The links are down in the description below. You can go follow We Are Wrestling over on Twitter and Instagram. Help support us by doing that. But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, I will see you guys tomorrow on the We Are Wrestling Talk Show with some awesome, interesting topics, giving you guys my real thoughts on the Cody Rhodes to WWE rumors, and also EC3 and Braun Strowman starting their own wrestling promotion. I'll be covering all that tomorrow on the We Are Wrestling Talk Show. But for now, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.